আরে ওই দিক থেকে একটু ঘুরে এলে ভালো, তিনটা সব সেদিকে ঘুরে থাকবে, দুটো থেকে বসে নকশাই করে পরপর তৈরি উঠে যাবে।
হ্যাঁ ঢুকেছেন তো রাজু। এখানে জানাচ্ছে না এখানে জানাচ্ছে না আমার টাকা কি করে তুমি কি করে দিচ্ছ
On this beautiful morning, we are pleased to welcome each and everyone to this today's international seminar on human rights and social inclusion, contemporary issues and concerns, organized by the Department of Sociology and the Department of Political Science, Ramnagar College, West Bengal. Before starting any auspicious service, we must pray to God for its grand success. So we start the program by chanting a Veda mantra by Professor Surin Kumar Mahapatra, Department of Sanskrit.
शुभाय भवतु शुभाय भवतु शुभानि भवन्तु ॐ यो वां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपं पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति अग्निर्वा अप आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति योऽग्निरायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वा अग्निरायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति हरि ओम स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यो परिपालयन्तु न्यायेन मार्गेण मयि महिषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्त सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम नमो नमः।
Thank you, Professor Surin Kumar Mahapatra. Now I would like to invite all of our distinguished persons present here to come on the dais and take the chair. Dr. Ananda Mohan Mishra, our Honorable Principal, Ramnagar College, Dr. Pradip Kumar Kormi, Professor, former retired Associate Professor, IIT, Rural Development, Kharagpur, Professor Anil Kumar Mahapatra, Phokirmohon University, Odisha, Dr. Deepika Panda, Head of the Department of Bengali, and Dr. Roshmita Satpathy, Head of the Department of Philosophy. Professor Surin Kumar Mahapatra, Associate Professor, Department of Sanskrit. Sir, please also come on the dais and take the chair. Before we get started, let me throw some light on the purpose of this seminar. When people can exercise their human rights, they can stand up for themselves and for each other. They are empowered to shape the decisions that impact their lives. Human rights stand up for equality, for participatory and inclusive societies that dismantle the structure of discrimination which drive poverty and inequality. The promotion and protection of human rights, that is 2030 Agenda for United Nations for Sustainable Development Goals, seek to realize the human rights and social inclusion for all. We are expecting that this today international seminar will discuss these whole issues in the right-based approach. Now let me explain you with what is going to happen shortly in this two-day international seminar. We have 4 technical sessions. In the first technical session, we have with us 2 eminent speakers, Dr. Kumar Bhumi, former Associate Professor, Rural Development Center, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, West Bengal. Professor Anil Kumar Mahapatra, former Professor of Political Science, Department of Social Sciences, Fakir Mohon University, Balasore, Odisha. Then we have the lunch break. After that, we have second technical session in blended mode, in which we will discuss the papers presented by various distinguished academicians across the country, both in online and offline mode. In the next day, we have another 2 technical sessions. In the morning technical session, we will have with us 2 distinguished resource persons. Dr. Nivedita Roy, Associate Professor, Department of Political Science, Jagannath University, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Dr. Kullan Kumar Sarkar, Associate Professor, Department of Political Science, Kachrapada College, North 24 Pargana, West Bengal. After completing the lectures, another technical session, that is technical session 4, will be held by the discussion of paper presentations. At last, but not the least, we will end up this seminar by vote of thanks in valedictory session. Now, respecting all of you, I want to introduce distinguished persons for this inaugural session. Dr. Ananta Mohan Mishra, Principal of Ramnagar College, as the President of this event. Dr. Kumar Bhumi, former Associate Professor, Rural Development Center, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, West Bengal, as the Chief Guest of this event. Professor Anil Kumar Mahapatra, Professor of Political Science, Fakir Mohon University, Odisha, as Guest of Honor of this event. Also, let me introduce another research person of this seminar, Dr. Nivedita Roy, Associate Professor of Political Science, Jagannath University, Bangladesh. She is not present with us in this session, but we will get her tomorrow as the speaker of this event. She will deliver her lecture through online, as this particular event is organized in blended mode. The next day, another research person who will also present physically with us tomorrow is Dr. Kullan Kumar Sarkar, Associate Professor of Political Science, Kachrapada College, West Bengal. Now, our student will felicitate our honorable guest with chandon, flower, Victorio, bag and mementos. I request to come Nabonita Bera, Anamika Chakraborty, Tuli Parida, Uttara Singh, Sumita Das, Shubhamita Maiti, Amrita Singh, Priyanka Mondol, Sunita Das, Itu Maiti, Sanjana Bari, Deepshikha Das, Sunita Singh, Anindita Sahu, Rasmoni Jana, Sushmita Poti, Vidisha Nayak, Mamoni Maji, Umarani Mura, Sushmita Manna, Monomi Das Tondi, Anindita Acharya. not be completed without the thoughts of different thinkers. So we try to assimilate the views of esteemed persons in distributed form. We have got 52 papers in abstract form across the nation. So I would like to request our esteemed guest to inaugurate this ceremony. Now I would like to request our Honorable Principal Sir, Dr. Anand Mohan Mishra, to deliver the welcome address.
Very good afternoon to everybody. In fact, we are running late because of some uncontrollable reasons. In fact, it was scheduled that so many dignitaries will adorn the dais in different capacity, but we hopefully didn't have them because of some reasons. But still, the program has been started and it is formally on the process of inauguration. And before inaugurating the program in a grand form, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you, especially those who have come from far apart. Among them, the most veteran one, Dr. Pradeep Kumar Bhumi, former Associate Professor, Center of Rural Science, Rural Development, Center of Rural Development Center, IIT Kharagpur. We are also very fortunate to have Dr. Anil Kumar Mohapatra, Professor of Pol Science and Department of Social Science, Hogli Mohon University, Odisha. And at the same time, we have also got Professor Suren Kumar Mohapatra, one of the senior most professor, Department of Sanskrit, Ramnagar College, Professor Rasmita Satpathy, Head, Department of Philosophy, Head, Department of Bengali, Dr. Lipika Ponda. The coordinator of this program, she had also worked in different capacities in organizing this program, and at present he is also the organizing secretary and he is coordinating the entire program, Dr. Varnali Maiti, Head, Department of Sociology of this college, and she is nicely supported by other professors, namely Professor Samuel Pal and Professor Rajesh Patru, the Department of Pol Science. Both of them belong to Pol Science Department. And in front of me, so many other distinguished faculty members representing different faculties of this college. Finally, the audience of the students, mostly belonging to the Department of Pol Science and Department of Sociology, other senior students, other faculty members, and those left so far the name that I have mentioned. I, on behalf of Ramnagar College, welcome you all that you have taken the pain of coming far apart to this college to represent yourselves by your important and valuable opinion or lecture in this seminar, and also those who have attended this program to make this programming a success. It's a two-day seminar, and one of the speakers from our neighboring country, Bangladesh, he will speak tomorrow probably. So for the structure of the program that we have been reported very recently. And today we mainly will hear from two professors, one from IIT Kharagpur and one from the Bukit University. They will give their opinion on this particular issue. The issue which has been selected, that is the human rights and social inclusion, the contemporary issues and concerns. The time that I have spent in this college, the capacity of principals is not very small, it's more than 10 years. And I have been fortunate that I have to address the very opening of all the academic exercises that had been delivered by different departments in the different capacities. And as the welcome addresser, it is also my humble duty to open up the mouth of the entire discussion. And followed by me, the keynote speaker, he will elaborately pointing out the recent research activities or the new items or the new concepts that have been emerged, centering around the topic of this seminar. But you very know, I am not a person to say anything about it. It's a very technical subject, but because the common people or a common sociological representative of the society, I will have some opinion, I will say something on this issue, not from the concept, from the angle of any sociologist or any social reformers or social researchers. The topic that simply, in my opinion, going to translate or explains is that it is associated with our existence. The existence of human being. In my opinion, it has been started from the very beginning of the civilization. As soon as the civilization starts functioning, the concepts of human rights have been emerged. In the historical perspectives, so many researchers, so many scholars, they have given the concept and opened out different perspectives and included their ideas in this issue. But still, the center of the focal point of entire discussion is that how far this human civilization will exist, how far this civilization will work as per the interest of the human beings. Being a naturalist, I think human beings are very self-centric, very selfish in this sense. They think about their individual interest, demolishing the demand of the others, especially the natures and others, those supporting the human beings for developing themselves. It is my first observation. So human rights concept, it has been found some barrier. Because of that issue, I will tell something later, but before that, whatever the writings, whatever the research activities, whatever the academic expansion of knowledge, in my opinion, have been taken into consideration of the social human rights. The Department of Bengali, the head of the department, Mr. Dr. Lipika Panda is standing. I will say her that you select, please, the topic of the seminar is that the human rights in Bengali literature, the human rights in Bengali poem, the human rights in Bengali novel. The discussion will be very much interesting. The inaugural song that has enchanted in the chorus or by our students of sociology and pol science. The song that has been selected is also related with the human rights. I will start another poem by just giving the taste or giving a blend of some flavor of poem written by Rabindranath, and one of the speakers is from Odisha. It is mostly dedicated to him. Rabindranath has written a poem. I think it is also very highly related with the human rights. You probably know everybody. Still, I am just going to deliver a few lines. चित्त जेथा भय शून्य उच्च जेथा शीर ज्ञान जेथा मुक्त शेखा गृहेर प्राचीर আপন প্রাঙ্গণ তলে দিবস সর্পরি ওষুধারে রাখে নারী ক্ষত্র খণ্ড করে যেখা বাক্য হৃদয়ের উৎস মুখ হতে উচ্ছ্বসিত উঠে যেথা নির্বারিত স্রোতে দেশে দেশে দশে দেশে কর্মধারা ধায় অজস্র সহস্র বিধু চরিতার্থ পায় যেথা তুচ্ছ আচারের মরু বালু রাশি বিচারের স্রোতে পথ ফেলে নাই গ্রাসী পৌরুষে করে শতধারিত যেথা তুমি সর্ব কর্ম চিন্তা আনন্দের নেতা নিজ অস্তে নির্দয় আঘাত করে পেত ভারতের সেই শক্তি করজাবরিত। Actually, it was a consciousness of a nation written on the background of a freedom movement, but the first line is Chitta Jetha Bhaya Shunni. The English translation is also, I don't know fully, but still I can remember, it was read by me most probably in the class 10 when we were the student of Madhuri. The English translation is that when the mind is without fear and the head is held high, when the knowledge is free, when the world has not been broken out into fragments of narrow twisted walls, what words come out from the depth of truth, what is the style straining stretches its arms to perfection, and so on, so on. You can read this particular poem. I will suggest my students, have you come through this movie Saptapadi? Saptapadi cinema dekhecho keu? Anybody? Saptapadi cinema dekhbe? প্রত্যেকের কাছে মোবাইল আছে। সপ্তপদী সিনেমা আমি মনে করি বাংলা সাহিত্যের একটা অসম্ভব একটা ভালো সিনেমা। তারাশঙ্কর বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায় মনের গল্প লিখেছিলেন। সেখানে ওথেলো সিনেমায় ওথেলো নাটকের একটা আবৃত্তি আছে এবং সেই আবৃত্তিটি করেছিলেন, যদিও সেই আবৃত্তিটি আমরা উত্তম কুমারের মুখে শুনেছি, কিন্তু সেটা করেছিলেন দ্য গ্রেট উৎপল দত্ত। তো এই হোয়ার দ্য মাইন্ড ইজ উইদাউট ফিয়ার এর এই ফ্লেভার পেতে গেলে তোমরা সপ্তপদী সিনেমার উৎপল দত্তের ওই আবৃত্তিটুকু শুনবে। যাই হোক, আমি মূল কথায় আসছি। তো the Majnun that we have garlanded last. Whatever the poems he has written, all belongs to the human beings. The Rabindranath, what he told, Chitta Jetha Bhaya Shunni, where the mind is without fear, where the society where we are just living, do you think is there any fearless situation? The head is held high. How many people can stand and say something being upright and standing straight? The crisis lies here. I think the seminar topics contemporary issues are mostly contemporary. Issues are changing, but unsolved area is concerned. It was a concern at the very beginning stage, and it was a concern mostly remaining present stage. And I also apprehend the same concern will continue in future also, as long, but only because of reason that human demand and human desire is unlimited. Human mindset is that whenever a particular dissatisfaction comes to your mind, and if it is satisfied in full, you will again raise another demand. So the human demands and human rights, it's never solving process, or it's an unending process that we can solve it. The development will going on. The political system will change something. As far as the political change is concerned, I will again point out few points from macroeconomics. Human society is that we started the journey in the political system that is called the primitive common system. Imagine that type of society when the people mostly belong to the forest or hunting habitation. They lived in a group and mostly hunting was the only means of their livelihood. And in that case, the important point is that the habit of savings, habit of future consumption and habit of resource accumulation was not prevalent there. About 3 or 4 days before, I got a message and just a videography through WhatsApp. In Hanuman Jayanti, I don't know whether it was manufactured or it's real life. It's learned me a lot. I can share it. A big cake was there, surrounded by hundreds of monkeys, and it was given them to celebrate the Hanuman Jayanti. The result is that all the Hanumans, all the monkeys are coming, they are just taking, eating, and after completing their eating, they are leaving the place. They didn't distort it, they didn't distort it, demoralized or demolished. And again compared, if a cake is kept and as many as number of human beings are there, I think in my perception, the result will be that those who have the energy and ability and strength, he will try to collect the maximum share and he will not share his minimum parts with others. But as the monkeys don't habit of any resource accumulation, as they do not have any savings propensity, that is why they have restricted themselves only to collect, to fulfill or to satisfy their greedy and their hunger, and they stop. The crisis started from in primitive common systems. Our intention was that the people were mostly satisfied with to fulfill their desire of hunger, and they are not expecting anything more. But in the later stage, when the socialism came, we developed a new form of society for the betterment for the human beings. But the resource accumulation came. It was a resource accumulation not in the form of an individual, the resource accumulation in the form of the state. And the state intervention was one of the leading issues that supported, nourished and nurtured, and people then realized to accumulate something. Then capitalism came. I think the result of capitalism, as you are the regular customer of having the taste of capitalism, you know the only battle is that how much resource that I could receive. It is not only for myself. I will try to accumulate it for my next generation. I am not restricting myself only for the next generation. I am trying to accumulate the resources for the infinity future generation. And that has been creating the inequalities and discrimination among people. If that type of habit, if that type of philosophy will not come, I think the entire discussion regarding the human rights will not come. So, the very existence or very essence of human rights have been embedded, have been engraved within our mindset that I will live alone without satisfying my fellow member without satisfying the needs of the others. And that type of tendency has been creating the areas of contemporary issues to a longer way, and that type of tendency have been creating ever increasing concern for the researchers, and based on that type of crisis we have come across and we have assembled here to find out any solution. The experts are here, they will technically elaborate all the issues, but I will try to explain it very concise way as a student of economics. It was in the year 2015, United Nations. All the human rights activities have been administered under the leadership of UN, and they have put their effort in a constant way. Without any interruption, they are working and they are giving suggestions for the upliftment of the distressed people, for the elimination of poverty and hunger. They have given their guidance and advice. But we people, we are putting their suggestion in as per our best interest, but not at the interest or not at the cost of the human society. And that is the most paradox of the total discussion in ground reality. In 2015, UNO have identified, called them as Sustainable Development Goal. We people, I think all the people of the literature also, we are very much acquainted with the term sustainable development. It was during the 30s when people were talking about economic growth, and it has been replaced by the economic development. But from after 1983 onwards, so when it was the Brundtland Commission, they submitted the report in the UNO, giving some suggestions in the form of the book Our Future Concern. And that Brundtland report, they first introduced the term sustainable development. It is the development which is aimed to restrict the involvement and the interest of the future generation without compromising their needs and their interest. Any source of development is called unsustainable. Sustainable means it is the development keeping in mind the need of the future. যেটা আমাদের গ্রাম্য বাংলায় মায়েরা বলে, যখন এখন তো এসব হয়তো এখানে জানি না, যে বাড়িতে যখন মায়েরা রান্নার জন্য যখন চাল নিতেন, কৌতুতে করে হোক যেভাবে হোক মাপতেন, মাপার পরে দুটো আঙুল দিয়ে 3 মুঠো একটু একটু করে তুলে রাখতেন। That means it is the need of the future. If that type of savings is accumulated in a particular form, it will save your interest in future. So it is also the very important practice of, I think, so far my knowledge is concerned, it's an important practice of the sustainable development. And just I am just giving the reading out, they have set the 21 goals, and they made a committee, and that committee suggested the human rights activities to be guided in future, and they call it 5 P's. 5 P. First P is planet, second P people, third P prosperity, fourth P peace, and finally the partners. Planet represents protect our planets with natural resources. What we are going to destroy every day. They have been advocating that human rights would be established if we successfully keep our natural resources intact. The second one, the end of poverty and hunger of all forms. It's a very common issue. It will not stay. I think it has no ultimate solution. It is a continuous process. Some hunger will be eliminated, new hunger will come. So it's a continuous process. The third one is ensure prosperity and fulfill lives in harmony without nature. Again, the human rights, for the interest of the human rights, the harmony is very important, which has been distorted everywhere. In a single family, the joint form of family has already vanished. We have now started single family, and again within the family there have been barriers in different groups. They have no mutual understanding, and in that type of society that we have finally built. So maintaining harmony, I think it's a very tough issue. And again, foster peaceful and inclusive society. Peaceful. I think peace is also a sonar pathor button. And implement the agency through social global partnership. হ্যাঁ যুদ্ধ চলে গেছে যুদ্ধ হয়তো সেভাবে হয় না but the new form of war is everywhere. It is not only among the countries, the war is every day within the family itself. So under that circumstances we are struggling to maintain our human rights. And keeping this point in mind, I am just simply putting the point that they have advocated. They suggested the first one is no poverty. They have fixed up the deadline that poverty should be eliminated by 2030. The second one is zero hunger. Hunger is, I think, also it's a never-ending process. Good health and well-being. Health is some sorts of solution has come, but well-being, I think, is a very difficult issue. I don't know how it should be handled in future. Quality education. It was not the education, it was the quality education, for which we are drastically trusting our efforts to get the quality education. It has also become like a sonar pathor. Fifth one is gender equality. It's a very sensitive issue and it's a never-ending issue. Human involvement, particularly women involvement, not only the human, there have been inequality in different forms and different types. They have also advocated for the gender equality. Cleaner water, I think it's a great crisis. In the rural Bengal, who are also using the hand-made tube, but now everywhere we are witnessing submerged pumps. I think the water crisis, particularly the drinking water crisis, will find in a bigger way within very next few years. The people from Odisha, I think they are here, they will tell the crisis of water. And in my opinion, ultimately the people, they don't have any water in future except the tear. You have to accustom with that type of situation. Decent work and economic environment. So long the capitalism will persist, decent work environment will also become a sonar pathor. Industry innovation and infrastructure. Next, reduce inequalities. It is also the byproduct of the haphazard developmental activities, and I don't know whether it has any meaningful solution. Then sustainable cities and communities. Urban lives are struggling for the betterment. Sustainable consumption and production is also the same issue. Climate action and climate change. Life below water. This is for the first time the UNO is thinking about the lives below the water. That means they are also putting the effort to go through the long or meaningful research in the marine water resources. Life on land. It is not only the people, it is not only living about the people, living about the human beings. All the animals have come together and we have to thought about their interests because we can't live without their existence. Finally, peace, justice and strong institution. In West Bengal, I don't know whatever the future of peace and justice, but we are mostly lacking a strong institution. The institutional liberty is also making a sonar pathor. I think these are the area of concern. It will be discussed by next 2 days, and the galaxies of people will share their opinion and views so that we can put some new ideas or new opinion on this, on the crux of this problem that has been taken today. Thank you all for giving me kind patience and hearing. It's a very, very tough issue. I don't know where they will start and where they will finish. Such a 21 goal, I think, in my opinion, only one goal can be the topic of that seminar also. Thank you all. আমাদের টিচার্স কাউন্সিল তারা একটা biannual একটা ম্যাগাজিন our teachers council they are going to publish a biannual magazine called Hola Pata. Our Mr. Soikat Soren, the librarian Ramnagar College, he is the editor of this volume. He has brought his new edition and we will unveil them. Please, I will request all the dignitaries to unveil it. Ramnagar College.
Thank you. It's great pleasure to me to give vote of thanks to our delegates. First of all, I would like to thank all of you to be present here and to make the program success. First of all, I would like to thank our guardian, Dr. Ananta Mohan Mishra, Principal, Ramnagar College. He also delivered his welcome speech very gratefully. Now, I would like to thank Dr. Pradeep Kumar Bhomik, Associate Professor, retired Associate Professor, Rural Development Center, IIT Kharagpur. Now, I would like to thank Dr. Anil Kumar Mahapatra, Professor of Political Science, Department of Social Science, Pokemon University, Balasar, Odisha. And I also like to thank Professor Lipika Mandal, HOD, Department of Bengali, Professor Rosmita Satpati, HOD, Department of Philosophy, Professor Soren Mahapatra, Associate Professor, Department of Sanskrit. And I also like to thank the other speaker, though they are not present here physically, they are with us virtually. So I would like to thank Dr. Nivedita Roy, Associate Professor, Department of Political Science, Jagannath University, Dhaka, and Dr. Kullan Kumar Sarkar, Associate Professor, Department of Political Science, Kachrapara College. North Chobbish Pargona. And I would like to thank all the other faculties and the teachers, non-teaching staff, the students who also participate in this program. Thanks all.
Now, this inaugural session will be ended and first technical session will be started.
Good morning to everyone. First of all, my thanks to Dr. Ramnagar. In a sense that she seems to me just like my friends. After a gap of 9 years I am meeting. So first of all, my thanks to her. I used to go from this road very frequently while going to dig out some other places. But I never entered this college. But this is my first opportunity to come here and meet all of you, all your students, teachers, with this seminar. Thanks to the principal of this college. Thanks to my colleague who also will be joining as one of the speakers. Thanks to my students in the sense, as I was a teacher in IIT Kharagpur. But always, I think about the teacher-student relationships nowadays is going very badly. That should not be there. In IIT Kharagpur, I also protested a number of times. I try to make a friendship with my students, not they are my enemy. And as you know very well, in IIT, the students, they are very selfish. Everybody were selfish. But they are only posing their academics, things. And without that, they don't have any other. So no teachers, no student relationship was there. Just for example, before I take up my topic, I am sharing. One day I am going to Kolkata by train. So group of students from Kolkata, they are also traveling me. The thing is that, normally still we are following our image. When we are the student, in the schools, colleges, but now no teachers are alive. Everybody is expired. And we also are counting our days to be go top. Because we also take care. The thing is that, that attitude, that particularly the courtesy, the students don't have. So by seeing me, when they saw the saris entering to that particular compartment, they always try to change their face in the open way. In a sense, neck to neck or face to face, they don't want to face the problem. So I thought that they are facing a lot of problems. I have no rights to give a problem. So next station, I was waiting for when the next station I will come, I will get down, I will enter to the next. So this is the attitude. I am talking about that. I used to tell always, I was in the IIT, I was a student of the IIT. I have already 35 years and served as a faculty of the Rural Development Center. But I don't want to create myself or don't want to claim myself, I am IITian. I don't want to become an IITian, I don't be IITian because I am the son of the soil. I belong to Nandigram, my place. And as my topic is rural development, particularly my work is concentrated on the tribal areas, and particularly throughout these places. So the thing is that we the academicians, we talk a lot. We attend the seminars, we attend the conference, we took many more decisions for implementation, but nothing has been materialized. The problem lies with that. Then now the topic here, very good topic, I can say. Dr. Bangale, he has taken that human rights and social inclusion. Burning issue to my topic is that human rights and social inclusion are the issues to be tackled in positive direction. Because when you talk about the human rights and social inclusion, both are correlated. But basically, first of all, you should see that, you should know what is human rights. Why we talk about human rights? I think our principles had already explained, given a very good introductions about the human rights. But the thing is that as I am a man from applied and action anthropology part, I am not the anthropologist, but I have faith on to do or carry out out the activities in action form. What I have seen through my eyes or interacting with the tribal people, we try to them, we try to do some more good things. Because as you know that in Ramnagar block we are having one institute called Institute of Social Research and Applied Anthropology. When we talk about the Institute of Social Research and Applied Anthropology, obviously we try to see that what sort of activities we will carry out so that in and around the people should get benefit. We are busy with by using the jargon of words, and to me, human rights is one of such jargon of words. We cannot say that, okay, the man, the people within the society, we have seen that a lot of problems are there, and problems normally faced by the poor people, the poorest among the poor. And we can say that the rich few in a sense, if you take a percentage of that, the 80% people lives in the rural areas and the 20% people are in the town, cities, and they are having all control over all type of resources. In rural areas, we have seen in the land, in the water, whatever maybe I think principals are already touch upon that issue. I will give you a little bit back details while I will start my thing. So friends, I would like to say in a broader way that exploitation should be there. Exploitation is must. Exploitation should be there in a sense. In a big pond, the big fish will always try to eat the small fish. It is the law of the nature. We cannot ignore that. At the same time, we can say that in society, the rich man will always exploit the poor people. We used to talk a lot of. What is reason? Only this time I am now attending the seminar theoretical point of view, but now I stop moving anywhere. Because I don't have time now to discuss academic point of view. We have to do this, we have to do that. But as an academician, I have no power to do. I have no authority, I have not authority to do or to implement any new things. So there are some persons up there who are sitting to talk. Perhaps you know the question of when we talk about these IS videos, IS officer, DM, whatever they are the man, they have been allowed to carry out or implement all sorts of development activities for the rural poor. But as an academician, we don't have that capacity, we don't have that power. Now who will build the cat? Because we have seen, we have visited a number of places, we have seen the problems faced by the rural people, the major problems will be highlighted, and they brought for the hierarchy, nothing else. So next time if we visit that particular village, the people will ask, Dada, you came, we have taken some sort of, statistics from us, but what will happen? So this is the thing. As an academician, we never thought, because as somebody already expressed, I think in your program, that we always try to skip away from these people. Society don't want to take the town, don't want to take the risks, don't want to say roughly that what is wrong, we should say state where it is wrong. It may be anybody, he may be my teacher. Now the question may arise, in IIT Kharagpur, if I asked my students, I never use the PowerPoint. See, only in the IIT Kharagpur, I am the person who never used the PowerPoint. I don't know how to use that. I always use the chalk and talk. Here is no go. Naturally, I have already mentioned what I have to discuss, what the reason I want this paper. So the thing is that when I used to take a class in my area, say the IIT, I always look at my students. And this is one of the opportunity by using the chalk and talk. Because chalk and talk give you that scope to see how many students really they are attentive and and they are very minute way, they are observing your lecture. If anybody, I have found that they are not interested, straight away I ask them to get out from my class. This is also, in the IIT Kharagpur, only I used to do that. And due to this, I become unpopular among the, particularly IIT, so-called the IITian, as I told you, that though I have spent 35 years, I have spent my student time, naturally, but I don't try to be a true IIT. Perhaps all of you know that. Being an IITian, if I don't move with my local people, being an IITian, if I don't know, if I don't mingle with my particularly society people, then what for? What for my education? And my topic is, because my topic was in rural development. So rural people, how they are living. When I was a student, we have seen that there was a question of below poverty line. The persons below poverty line at that time, because long back, the figure was 3,500 yearly income. But now that figure has been gone to 11,000 rupees. So, in view of that, keeping in view particularly this amount, we are proud in a sense, no doubt. 3,500, now it is 11,000. So that is the benchmark in a sense. Our rural people slowly, with the help of the government, they are getting some sort of advantage, and they are doing that, and they are, very nicely, they are implementing the project schemes, this such and such. So friends, in view of that, now my topic for we have given that human rights, social inclusion. So when we talk about the social inclusion and the human rights, why we talk about the human rights? Social inclusion, we are not talking about social exclusion, but we are talking about social inclusion for today. The thing is that when we talk about the social inclusion, I mean to say that these people, they have enough scope to do many more things, politically, socially, whatever may be, but they are unable to. But when we talk about that particularly, that they are not in a position to do that. That is the problem with us. Yeah, why this sort of people? I think the poorest among the people, we are talking about particularly when we talk about human rights and social inclusion, that those who are below poverty line, it may be the male, it may be the female, but governments they are level based, they are doing many more things, but it is not reaching to the downstream or downstream to the rural people. Again, there is a process, there is a bureaucracy, this says panchayat institution is there, which is very prominent in our state of West Bengal. Now with the help of, through this panchayat raj, all our programs being implemented. So due to this we have seen now our panchayat election is in doorstep, and there is a lot of problems are going on. And because, why the problems? Always in the name of development we are running after money. Perhaps we have seen something. It has step to step, but it varies. It varies. I am not generalizing, but I am only saying because when I was in IIT Kharagpur, throughout the country, I never visited the foreign country. I don't want to. Because I never seen throughout all the country. I used to move to Odisha number of times, 4 years, in connection with some project. But I have seen how the work is going on. So the professor is there, and same thing I used to share with when I was in IIT Kharagpur, to share with my senior colleagues, those who directly deal with the development program. But they are not in a position to give me anything. And because most of the time the IIT people, even there is agricultural department, the students of agricultural department or the faculties, they are subject to agriculture. Very few they used to have a gun, they used to have a slow movement in nearest villages all the time. This is the sorry to say. I am not criticizing. But what I have seen, seeing and believing. That is the first thing. What I have seen, I am sharing with my knowledge, but not in theoretical perspective. Theory is there. Theory should be there. But the question is, how the theory should be put into practice. That is the important thing. Many of the things, many theories are there, but I am not the theoretician. I am a man from practical aspect. So through my practical experience, practical exposure, what are the problems I face? What are the experience I gather in human lives, particularly for the rural people? It may be male, it may be female. So let us discuss. First of all, we can say that the problem like ongoing environmental degradation. And all of you, perhaps you know about environmental degradation is now going on. No. Because we are using the land in such a manner, now we are facing the problem. Now there is no trees, no forest, everything has, who are those people has taken? We people has eaten away that. And ultimately we are suffering. So that is the ultimate issue for the young students before me who are sitting right now. Because there is no space for compromising. I never compromise with the people with a bad form. I am ready to compromise with the people. If maybe any bad people in the rural areas or in the urban areas. The basic logic or basic object behind it is that there's something we have to clear. Because we have already spent, we have already retired. All the time in the seminar conference, we have asked many more jargon of words we have used. And what sort of jargon of words is, we can say that social inclusion or social exclusion. Very good. Rural development, many big words are coming. But we have, instead of using the social inclusion, why we are using the word social inclusion? In a sense, that is the problem faced by the people. So how the problems they should overcome. I think one thing is that there are two topics up here, but one topic, I think, seminar, those who are conducting, they might have included one program. Just what is the remedial measures for the social inclusion? The remedial measures, in a true sense. Second point is to talk about conflict over scarce resources. Second point, important point. Conflict. You know, that is the natural process. Conflict between rich and the poor. Always it will be there, as I told you, in the big pond. The big fish always eaten away the small fish. Similarly, in our society, the big man, the rich man will exploit the rural. Slowly it has been minimized, but I cannot say it has been stopped. It cannot be stopped. I cannot say that it will be stopped. It cannot be stopped. Because it is also one side of regular process going on throughout the world. Throughout the world, what we are saying, one country is, trying to control what the other country is doing. Anyway, that I don't want to discuss in a sense. Second point is conflict over these scarce resources. Very, very conflict over these scarce resources, right? There is a conflict always should be there to control over the available limited resources. There should be. Conflict starts from my house, then it spread. I cannot say in my house there is no conflict. In my house there is no discrepancy. In my house there is in between. We can say that my daughter is there, son is there, male, female, I am. It starts from my house. Everybody's house. But somehow, we people don't try to accept that. We always try to be a good man before we should. Because, for example, like, in between I can give some more. When I used to come to either an institute, my Mrs. was the headmistress. Naturally, when she used to come from school, when I used to both are coming in the same time and enter in the room, immediately I will tell, hey, give me a glass of water. Right? So I feel. But I feel in a sense, if she told me, please give me a glass of water or a cup of tea, whether I will agree. So the male dominations and the female subordinations, still it will be, and it is continuing in my heart. So maybe educated family, it will be non-educated family. But the thing is that, but this sort of male-female discrimination, you may not get among the tribal people. That we have to accept. Many big things, many good things from the tribal people. Both husband and wife, they will go for their work. Open they will go, and evening they will return. So the question of the sharing of ideas, sharing of knowledge, sharing whatever, within their giving capacity, they are enjoying this. They used to give due respect, both of them. But we people being a literate class, we never give due respect to our, we can say that, the female code. Always you can look at some other things. But the question may arise from you that, sir, whatever you are doing, whether whatever you are telling, whether you are carrying out, because I am carrying out everything in my family, or I am carrying out everything in the society where I am doing the work. So I am facing a lot of problems. Unless and until you do something, unless and until you create or you damage something, nobody will. But the thing is that now the number of persons is very few. Always everybody try to manage the things, compromise with the things. But what they are own interests. In the schools, in the college, in the universities, whatever maybe you find out, there is a contradiction, there is a conflict. But very few persons thought about the development of their college, development of their school, development of their institute. That is my observation. I am not generalizing the fact. But the thing is, what is going on? Why there is diffusion? From village level to this level, why there is school, college, university, why? So there is a students' union is there everywhere. But I am the man, I never like this. I never cast my vote in favor of any political party in the sense I don't have faith on the political. Right? So this is, I will not give you the instruction, you should not cast your vote, otherwise I will be catch up. But this is my attitude. Because always we heard about a lot of things. We did many more things in the world of us. We have seen a lot of programs. But now time has come after retirement to do what we have learned. We have learned that, as we told them earlier, when I was a student, we should come to know that if you give some sort of tips to the rural people, they will slowly be coming along to what is like. But after completion of my course, when I started doing my project work, so they have quite no. I am not telling that my teacher has given me wrong information. No, not that. But it was theoretically giving them. But theory and practice, that is well and everything. Theoretically, many more good things we can share with you, we can explain to you. But the question is, how it will be implemented. Who are those people who will do it? Again, we have to depend on the bureaucrat. But when the question of implementation, the district level IS officials with their DM, in the block level we have seen in the panchayat, and in the totally we can say that in the rural level. So the question of bureaucracy of the power always try to circle around the things. So when we talk about the burning issues, these are the burning issues we can talk about when we talk about the human rights. We are talking about the human rights for the people, their rights, their economic rights, their Third point. Fourth point we talk about the human migratory flows to be checked. Migration. Now we are in a position to see that people are moving from, we can say, village to block to headquarters, then city. Why? Why these people are moving? Because in search of any money. Their bread and butter, the people is to move from their place. Nobody try to leave their place. Nobody try to leave their place for 1 month, 2 months by leaving their native place. But with great difficulty, we are moving. People are moving. But governments, we can say, by men, ask me a question. They are doing many more things. Because today I am coming, I came this road. The 10 years back, the road I cannot move. So bad conditions. But I am not the pessimistic. I am always trying to look at the problem in a positive direction. The road is good. Within 1.5 hours I reached here. But earlier we should not. So the thing is, development is going on, but it is not in same speed what we have expected. Because why it is not in same speed in the sense? Because as you know very well, you have seen in the paper, wherever. Because the thing is that if people are honest, people really into sense try to do something, either he may be the politician, either he may be the academicians, either he may be the doctors, but everybody will running after money. If you visit any doctors, first of all they will see, it is an example that these are the tests have to do by. But even though if you are having that test report, if you show that the doctor said the report is there, no, I am not. It will not be accepted by me. You have to do somewhere, and where you have to do. So this is the attitude. The teachers' attitude also. So why the students will love these teachers? Unless only we develop the teachers and student relationship, that is slowly getting. But now the thing is that who will get it? Young generations, slowly who are coming forward, or even they are taking the teaching job. Who are the people, the new persons, who are in the IS officers or WBCS officers. So the thing is, they should not. Here the question is, we can see that. No question of compromise. If you compromise, if you plan to compromise with the situation, you have no rights to do any good thing for the people, development of the people, or for the society. That is my feeling. I am not telling that you have to follow that. What I observe,
ল্যাপটপ থেকে কিছু
that I am
চলছে নাকি
sharing with you.
ভিডিও
What we
চলছে
talk about fifth point, growing importance of the private sector.
আওয়াজটা হচ্ছে
Dept innovation. Growing importance of private sector. Perhaps this is the era of privatization. Right? We are seeing that.
কোনটা চলছিল বলছিলেন
It has been started already.
ওইটা চলছিল না
Anywhere. And the present government is looking for everything should be. So this is the difference. We never try to, because being an official person, I know in the officials, in any office, the way the people are doing their work. People maintain their dignity. People love to the people who wish to come to get a help. But in this government, but if you take it in a private sector, you will see that the privatization, no, people very big term, privatization or big monetization. No. Still people are in position to do something. They are doing that. And we are seeing that. The difference between the privatization and the or some other things in the government also. 6th point is technological change to be introduced. What sort of technology we are in a position to bring? What sort of technology? When you talk about the technological innovations of technology, we should, because I am not the technologist, I am not in a position technology should be meant for that. But the thing is that the technology, we are looking for such type of technology. The people are in a position, the rural folk, they should do, because they don't have money to put out heavy, all type of heavy implements for doing the either agriculture or not agricultural activities. So always we should keep in mind that what type of technologies we are in a position to implement or to give in the rural society. I think my own friends and my colleagues are here. If you think that something wrong or you are not following English or anything, for you sometimes I can quote the Bengali also. Is it okay? আমার কথাটা বুঝতে পারছো তো কি বলতে চাই বা কি বলছি? আমরা বলছি, আমি একটা আলোচনা করা হলো হিউম্যান রাইটস। আমার যে অধিকারটা রয়েছে অ্যাজ এ হিউম্যান, তোমার যে স্কুলের যে কলেজের ছাত্রী, তোমার যে অধিকারটা আছে, আবার টিচারটা কিছু মনে করবেন না আমি আবার আপনার ছেলেদের মধ্যে আবার কি ঢুকিয়ে দিয়ে যাচ্ছি। নো, ইট ইজ নট দ্যাট। কোশ্চেন ইজ অলওয়েজ, I told you, when I was a student, the way I look at my teachers, I look at my friends, the same way it is not going on. কাজে তোমরা এটা জেনে রাখবে যে হিউম্যান রাইটস, প্রত্যেকের রাইটস, মানে তুমি একজন স্টুডেন্ট হিসেবে তোমার রাইট থাকবে, ঠিক সেমনি ভাবে রাইট অ্যান্ড ডিউটি। আমরা সবাই আমরা আলোচনা করি রাইটস, বাট আমরা কেউ আমার ডিউটি নিয়ে কেউ আলোচনা করি। এটা হচ্ছে সব থেকে প্রবলেম। আমি যে জায়গায় কাজ করতে যাই সেখানে ইউনিয়নের সঙ্গে আমি থাকবো, আমার টাইম ইজ 9 to 15, 9 to 5 or anything, আমি আসবো 11টা 12টা 1টায়, কেউ কিছু বলতে পারবে না। বিকজ if anybody my higher up asks me, immediately I capture my to whom নেতারা যদি বসে রয়েছে তাদের কাছে গেলে তোমাদের কিন্তু যেহেতু তোমরা শুরু করছো তোমাদের স্কুল লাইফ, কলেজ লাইফ, স্কুল লাইফ শেষ করেছো, কলেজ লাইফে এসছো, আগামী দিনে তোমরা আবার কলেজ থেকে বেশি যাবে। কিন্তু একটা বেসিক জিনিস, টিচার্স স্টুডেন্ট তোমাদের মধ্যে যে রিলেশনশিপ, যে সভ্যতা, যে ভালোবাসা সেরকম থাকবে। ঠিক তেমনি ভাবে শিক্ষক যে সবসময় তোমাদের সঙ্গে রয়েছে, দে আর ইউর গুড ফ্রেন্ড, আদারওয়াইজ বিকজ আমরা যখন বলি আমাদের মা বাবা দে আর গুড ফ্রেন্ড ওয়ান্স আপন এ টাইম, যখন দরকার, কিন্তু আমরা সেটা এখন মেনটেন করি না। তাই আজকে দেখা যাচ্ছে নানান রকম প্রবলেম। একটা এজ যখন একটা ছেলে বড় হচ্ছে, he started protesting against the father, against the parents. Problem is not with him, problem lies with us, because we are not in a position to save them nicely way. Otherwise we try to fulfill their demands. Why? Hardly there are one son, one daughter in the family. So naturally the parents are very scared about, if I between them, if anything goes wrong, they will be suicide. And the students, they are taking the undue advantage. So friends, this is the things that is from your friend, your house. It has been spread out to the society in other way. That should be stopped, right? And I think I am not boring all of you. তোমরা কি বোর হয়ে যাচ্ছ? বোর হয়ে গেলে বলবে, কারণ আমি আবার সবসময় আমি যখন টিচার ছিলাম তখন আমি আবার আইআইটি স্টুডেন্টদের বলতাম যে টাইমলি ক্লাসে ঢুকবে, কিন্তু কেউ আমার ক্লাস যদি সকাল, আমাদের ওখানে 7টা থেকে ক্লাস সকাল 7টা 10 পর্যন্ত আমি টাইম দেবো, কিন্তু 7টা 7টা 15তে যে আসবে সে কিন্তু মাই রুম, আমি কিন্তু তোমাদের অ্যালাউ করবো না। কারণ এগুলো আমি শুরু করেছি, এরকম অনেকজনকে বের করে দেওয়ার পর আমার মধ্যে দেখা গেছে কিছু তার বাবা হচ্ছে দিন ইমিডিয়েটলি ফোন করলো, ডক্টর ভৌমিক আজকে আমার মেয়ে কিন্তু ক্লাস অ্যাটেন্ড করতে পারলো না। আমি কোশ্চেনটা আমাকে করবেন না, কোশ্চেনটা আপনার মেয়েকে সে উইল গিভ ইউ দি রিপ্লাই, হোয়াই ইউ আস্কিং মি, and because you are a dean. So now I think all of you understood that by temperament move in the rural and tribal areas, I love. They are my core from the heart. Perhaps from here many of the persons used to go to Vidisha. Perhaps everybody heard about that. That is the Action Research Institute. Now after expired of my father's Professor P.K. Homi, now I am looking up, I got enough time to be there, but some academic part also. Maximum time I used to spend in the Vidisha, and few days, few number of days I used to get called. Right? So friends, this is the, my last point is there, it is that whatever we have discussed, you see, jargon words, I never explained what is, we can say that social inclusions or social exclusions, whatever maybe, but there we can say the core, there is a gap between the haves and the have not. Why are we talking about the particularly social inclusion? There is a difference between the haves and have not. Now we have to find out what the have nots, and what the haves. Then we will get the answer. In what way they become a rich, in what way the people are being slowly getting down. So friends, this sort of, I can say that is a good exercise, good discussion will take place, but the students, they never visited they never seen in their life the countries, but they are now only in the class, they are attending the classes, they are listening to the teacher's voice. So they don't have that scope to react. But the only thing is that for them I will say that what I should say that be particular, তোমরা নিজেরা নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াবার চেষ্টা করো এবং whatever তোমরা নিজেরা করতে চাইছো, honest, যেটা পারবে না ওটাকে হাইড আপ করবে, লুকিয়ে রাখবে, এটা ভালো নয়। এটা ভালো নয়। যদি কোনো মাস্টারমশাই কোনো টিচার মনে হয় যে পড়াচ্ছে, এটা তোমরা হয়তো দেখেছো বা শুনছো, সেখানে দাঁড়িয়ে বলতে পারো স্যার ইট ইজ নট কারেক্ট। মাস্টারমশাই রাগ করবে না, মাস্টারমশাই ভালোবাসে। আজ বিকজ মাস্টারমশাই বুঝবে যে রিয়েলি আমি কি পড়াচ্ছি, আমার ছেলেমেয়েরা সেটা শুনছে, সে রাখবে না। এটা হয়তো তোমরা ভুল করছো, যে রে বাবা কিছু বললে তো মাস্টারমশাই বকবে, আমাদের দিদিমণিরা বকবে। নো, ইট ইজ নট দ্যাট, ইট ইজ নট দ্যাট। এটা কখনো করবে না। কারণ আজকে যেটা ওল্ড জেনারেশন, আমি একদিক থেকে বললাম যে ওল্ড টিচার্স তার অ্যাটিটিউড কি ছিল আমি দেখেছি, ইয়ং টিচার্স তারা কিভাবে বড় হচ্ছে বা কিভাবে তাদের আমি দেখছি, আর কুড বি যারা তৈরি তারা কিভাবে হচ্ছে, আমি কি জিনিস দিয়ে যাচ্ছি ওদের কাছে, হোয়াট টাইপ অফ ফ্রুটস, হোয়াট টাইপ অফ প্রোগ্রামস I am placing for them so that it will be catchy or anything. Anyways, I do not to take much time, though it has আমরা শুরু করেছি অনেক দেরিতে, প্রত্যেকেরই খিদে পাচ্ছে, যদিও আমার খাওয়া কম, এখন বয়স যত বাড়বে খাওয়া কম হবে, কিন্তু মানে we will enjoy other things. But the thing is that যে আমি বক্তব্য রেখেছি লেকচার হিসেবে নয়, আমি আমার এক্সপিরিয়েন্সটাই তোমাদের সঙ্গে শেয়ার করলাম। From academic point of view, কিছু পয়েন্টস আমি তোমাদের দিলাম, বা I am giving my lecture notes, যে কি কি জিনিস আলোচনা করা যেতে পারে। তার মধ্যে আমি বলছি না সব তোমরা ফলো করবে বা ফলো করা উচিত, যেটা পারবে অনেস্টলি যদি আমরা করতে পারি, সার্টেনলি উইল ডু। তুমি যদি তোমার গ্রামেরই কিছু কাজ করতে পারো, কিছু প্রবলেম নিয়ে, যদি তুমি সাকসেস হও, তবে এটাই তোমার কন্ট্রিবিউশন। আমি বিরাট কিছুর দিকে এগোতে আমার যাওয়ার দরকার নেই, এটার দিকে তাকাবে নেতারা। আমরা তো নেতা নই, আমরা একাডেমিশিয়ান। কাজে তোমরা যখন নেতা নও, নেতা হলেও হতে পারো, বয়স কম তোমাদের, অনেক টাইম আছে, অনেক স্কোপ আছে, পাবে হয়তো, কিন্তু যেটা বলে রাখা, যেটাই করতে চাও, যেটা করবে একদম সুন্দরভাবে ভালো করে প্রাণ খুলে অনেস্টলি সেটা করার চেষ্টা করো। আমি আর বেশি কিছু বলবো না। এরপর যদি কারোর কিছু বলার থাকে বা কিছু প্রশ্ন, আমার প্রশ্ন থাকা উচিত নয়, বা যদিও কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে আমাকে তোমরা জিজ্ঞেস করতে। সরি টু সে ইন বেঙ্গলি।
No, sir, I can understand. আমি বলতে পারি স্যার, একটা।
So friends, এবং আমার মানে সবাই রয়েছে এখানে, সেটা মাথায় রেখে যদি কারো কিছু বলার থাকে, বা আমি হয়তো অনেক কিছু বলে ফেললাম, আমার খুব ক্লোজ বসে রয়েছে সামনে, আমি ওকে আর কিছু হাত কিছু বলছি না, আপনার আমি সেটা বলতাম, আপনার দেখছো মানে আমিও বুঝতে পারছি, ভেরি ক্লোজ টু মি। এনিওয়ে, আমাদের জিনিসটা হচ্ছে এটাই জেনে রাখবো, হিউম্যান রাইটস এর কথা আমরা বলি, আমি সংক্ষেপে বলে দিচ্ছি, হিউম্যান রাইটস এর কথা, কিন্তু এখানে কোথাও কেউ কোনো বইতে কি পাবে না বা বলেছে যে তার কি ডিউটি অ্যান্ড রেসপন্সিবিলিটি। এটা সব থেকে ইন্টারেস্টিং ব্যাপার। আমার রাইটস নিয়ে আমি কথা বলবো, কিন্তু আমার ডিউটি এবং রেসপন্সিবিলিটি নিয়ে আমি কথা বলবো, সেটা ইরেসপেক্টিভ অফ এনি সর্ট অফ ক্লাস। সেটা হতে পারে গ্রামের একজন চাষির সঙ্গে যুক্ত, সে জমি চাষও করে, তার এটা বোঝা উচিত আমি 7 ঘন্টা কাজ করবো, এই টাকাটা আমি পাবো, কিন্তু আই উইল গিভ মাই ডিউ লেবার। কিন্তু সে যেন তোমাকে চিট না করে, আমিও তাকে চিট করবো। এই জিনিসগুলো আস্তে আস্তে চলে গেছে বা চলে যাচ্ছে, এটা খুব বাজে সাইন। আমরা চেক করতে পারবো না, একদিকে দেখছি আমাদের ডেভেলপমেন্ট এগিয়ে চলেছে, এখন ডেভেলপমেন্টকে আমরা কেউ স্টপ করতে পারবো না। আমি যেমন মোবাইল বেশি ব্যবহার করতে বেশি জানি না, আমি শুধু ফোন রিসিভ করি, ফোন করি, বিয়ন্ড দ্যাট আই ডোন্ট নো এনিথিং। আমার ছেলের হেল্প দিতে হয়, আমার মেয়ে এখানে নেই, মেয়ের হেল্প দিতে হয়, রাইট? কারণ এটা হচ্ছে আমার অক্ষমতা, আর আমি তোমাকে এটা মানে আমি এটা বলতে চাই না তোমাদের, কারণ এভরিবডি নো ইট বাট মোর, everybody, particularly when you talk about the mobile, it has been now common feature in the sense that everybody knows. From after birth they will start it in the family. But whatever may be, our basically professor is waiting the next speaker. যদি তোমাদের কোনো জিজ্ঞাসা থাকে বা ফ্যাকাল্টি যারা আছে তাদের যদি কোনো সাজেশন থাকে,
you have left no room for any discussion. You have explained everything.
so thanks for that, because I always what I have seen through my eyes, from that point of view, because when we talk about the rural development, we always try to look at the problem through my eyes. It is bad. Through their eyes I have to look at the problems of rural areas. Through the eyes of tribal people I have to see the problems of the tribal people. But through my eyes, I have no rights to see the problems. Thank you to everyone. Once again, my thanks to her. She has given me an opportunity to be here after a long time, because as I told that, I used to move number of times, but I never enter this number of times. Thanks.
So, this is a very excellent lecture given by Professor Bombay, and he's not an expert in human rights, and he has not used any technical jargons. Rather, as an experienced person, as an IITian, as a professor in Kharagpur IIT, and he has explained from his experience how we can explain how should we understand human rights. As he told, citing his example from his home, that when he enters his home, he used to ask his wife to give a glass of water. So at that time, he violated the rights of his wife or the woman. So by pointing out, he also said, naturally he said, this in a pond-like situation, there are many big fishes and small fishes. So the big fish uses to, devour the small fishes. So in our society, there is a big fish always, and it takes away the small fishes. So these human rights issues uses to happen in our society. So Professor Homik has rightly pointed out where it is being breached, where it is being deprived, and finally, Professor Homik, by telling you in Bengali, he would be able to restore your right to listen, because sometimes you are getting bored listening to him in English. That therefore he used to speak in Bengali so that your human rights will be restored. Thank you very much, Professor.
Now I am like to request Dr. Professor of Political Science, Department of Social Science, Kokimor University, Maharashtra, Odisha, to deliver his lecture. And I request Dr. Pradip Kumar Brahmi to chair the session.
So this shows respected chair, dignitaries of the dais, and my dear students.
Or a
and
discussion
participants here.
Our junior
This is a seminar on human rights, and I have been observing that all the students your rights have been violated. You know, you are not enjoying the lecture, you are not enjoying the seminar, you are all engaged in watching your, mobile phones, and you are talking among yourselves. That is not violation of your rights. Rather, you are enjoying your rights. This seminar has allowed you to enjoy your right. That's why you are enjoying. That is a demonstration of human rights. I am not criticizing you because always the speakers used to, impose their speech on you. So you have demonstrated that you may listen, may not listen. You have to listen something. You have to listen something. Otherwise, you cannot grow. As your principal Professor Mr. was saying, as Rabindranath was saying, that how to keep your head high, how to live in dignity. So that is the very approach. All of you know that you are studying in this Ramnagar College, and if you don't read, if you don't know certain things, how can you prove that you have studied? So this is your right. Many people are getting deprived of this education. For example, I am giving you statistics that in the world you will find out of 7 billion people, 1 billion people are not educated. They are illiterate. Do you get my point? Do you get my point? What I am saying? That it is of what you. If you don't read, if you don't study, I used to read, I used to study, I used to understand things, because if you read, if you study, then only you can enjoy your life properly. Isn't it? How can you live your life properly? One mistake you cannot say. So that shows what you are doing. Actually, you are enjoying your rights. So that is how. মৌলিক অধিকার কত আছে? আমার সংবিধানে কতটা অধিকার আছে প্রদত্ত হয়েছে? বলুন। Samosa is not teaching you; it's giving you only liberty. No, sir, I take this class very carefully. So anyway, my dear students, there are fundamental rights given to Indian citizens. These are 6 in number. 6 in number. And this human rights and fundamental rights, there is a difference. These human rights are meant for all the human beings in the earth. Get my point? At least you learn this. After going to your home, your parents will ask you, you attended that human rights seminar, what you got? Only this tiffin packet. So you should take away something, because Professor Bhaumik, you see, he was taking, during his speech, thrice he has taken water. For what? He was trying to give you some knowledge. what is his necessity? He is an IIT professor. He came down to your place. As he said, he was passing through this road to Diga. Never has entered into. So this time he has come just to share with you, to interact with you. You have given us many things, from this book to bag to tiffin packet, everything. But you are not taking nothing from us. You have performed your duty. No right. Your right is to learn. You get my point? So these fundamental rights are given to Indian citizens. But the human right is given to all human beings in the world. Now you know this. Try to know this, that everywhere the human beings should get dignity, their honor, their life, as Principal Professor Mishra was saying. You get my point? So if you are happy here, people are not happy everywhere. Have you seen Somalia? Do you know about Somalia? Where is it? In which continent does it belong? Somalia? I am not giving a speech now because I understand after listening to Professor Homik, you are not listening to him. So therefore, I started teaching you. Tell me, where is Somalia? In Somalia, this capital is Mogadishu, and there people are students, children are malnourished. Nobody, it's not everybody is malnourished. They don't get any food to eat. Have you ever thought about them? You have own good saris and everything. They cannot have saris. They cannot have dresses. They cannot have food. So this is a case of human rights. There are many people in Ukraine. Now this Russia and Ukraine war is taking place. People are fleeing the place. People are leaving the place. They are refugees. Do you know the problems of the refugee? Do you know the problems of the children in Somalia? They don't have food to eat. We are getting food. But they are not getting any peace. They don't get any peace there. The only food they don't get right to eat. You think of the situation of the refugees, the plight of the refugees. They have to leave their home. Have you ever left your home? Only to the college you are coming in Ramnagar College, your parents are worried. Oh, my son or daughter has gone to Ramnagar College, she is not returning. But the refugees, they have left their country, they have left their homeland, they have left their culture, everything, and they are settled in somewhere else. They think of the Rohingyas, think of the all these refugees. So this is a great issue, great concern, as Professor Homik was saying. So everybody is concerned. The women is suffering. Just think of the women in the workplace, in the battleground. We think the men folk are going to work and women are safe in their home. No. The army personnel, they are coming into their home, they are doing mischief with the women. So the women are not safe, the children are not safe. If you see in many countries, the children are used as, they are forcibly inducted into armed forces. Because the children they can sell themselves easily. Because if you are a adult person, then only you will compromise, you will negotiate. But the children, they can easily sell themselves. So the children are maltreated, the women are facing atrocities, the indigenous people like the tribals, aboriginals, they are facing the trouble. Everywhere the human beings, the picture of human beings are not good. But here only in the college we are happy. Here in the college we feel all human beings are very safe. No, even terrorist activities are taking place. Nobody knows when we will be killed. In Jammu Kashmir or in Ukraine, you just see. But in the life there, have you seen TV, television? That Ukraine Russia war, that started in February 24, 2022. It is continuing till now. How many people are being killed? Every day they are being killed. Every day the people are in fear. But Professor Mishra principle was saying that if you live without fear, then only you are availing rights. So this is a very precarious situation. You get my point. So there are many, there are many rights, as you know. There was a time when we were calling natural rights. We were calling rights of man. Now we are calling all these rights as human rights. Because there was when we are talking about natural rights, you don't belong to political science, so I cannot explain you properly what does it mean by natural rights. Natural right means in a natural setting, everybody was getting rights. But there, the duty was given importance, no right was available. And at that time, there was slavery. Slavery was allowed. But now, we talk about human rights where all human beings, she may be a woman or a man or any ethnicity, any religious group, she must have or he must have the equal rights. So that is how the rights are coming up. And as you know, whenever we are talking about human rights, we refer to United Nations. You know United Nations? How many of you know? Tell me, sociology students. What is observed as UN Day?
বাংলাতে বলতে পারো?
তুমি বেঙ্গলিতে বলো, আমি সমস্ত পারি।
বাংলাতে আমরা ইংরেজিতে বলতে পারি।
On what date or on which date we observe UN Day or Human Rights Day? So you see, you all have come for this seminar without thinking you have come. We don't have time, we cannot read, but you have time, enough time. So my dear students, it is 10 December 1948 when this Universal Declaration of Human Rights came into force. And from that day onwards, we are observing that day as the Universal Human Rights Day. So now, there are many commissions. There is a UN Human Rights Commission. It is looking after all these things across the globe. But the fact of the matter is that UN is a advisory body, or UN is an intergovernmental organization. So now it has only prescriptions. It has only prescriptions. Who is to follow? How can it be implemented? It depends on, as I said, you have to listen. You may listen, may not listen. So the UN is saying, do this for us. But the states may obey, may not obey. But everybody is now getting aware these days. There was a time when everybody was thinking, something is happening in Pakistan, let them die. Something is happening in Afghanistan, let the people suffer. But today, we are expressing our concern. Do you know why? Because we feel we are all human beings. If you find somebody falling on the road, meeting an accident, will you leave him alone? You understand my point? Can you leave him alone? Or you take him to a hospital? Sir, please tell them in Bengali.
কেউ অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হয়ে রাস্তায় পড়েছে, তোমরা দেখে কি চলে যাবে না তাকে হসপিটালে নিয়ে যাবে?
কেন? Why? Because you are all human beings. You are all having human sympathy, empathy. That is why you are carrying him. So this human rights means we are having concern for every human being in the world. That is why people are helping each other. Have you seen in YouTube that many there is somebody must be appealing that my son is ill, he is going to die, give some money for him, donate some money. Sir, tell them.
অনেক সময় সোশ্যাল মিডিয়াতে কারো ছেলে অসুস্থ, তার জন্য কিছু চাই আর কি, হ্যাঁ, টাকা বা কিছু
এরকম হয়েছে কি হয় না? Why? So now everybody is thinking that let me live, let others live. So that is the very essence of human rights. Get my point? So now there have been 3 generations of human rights One, the first generation, that talks about political and civil rights, right to life, right to liberty, right to assembly, freedom against torture, freedom from torture, like that. But again, the second generation rights that came when the socialists came. So they said right to leisure. So those were negative rights. Now the positive rights came, affirmative rights came. That is, give them leisure, give them work, give them livelihood. And third generation of rights, that is, as you know, that these are the third world nationalist, rights. These demand that peace, sustainable development, as your principal was saying, that in 2015, 17 sustainable development goals have been decided by UN, and accordingly, the peace, this sustainable development, the development, health, education, all these sectors are given importance. So nowadays, all these people who are suffering, they are trying to, in India also, we are trying to what this seminar topic says, we are trying to include all people, because all the benefits are there, whether these benefits are going to them or not. Just think of this Corona period, COVID-19 period. When did it start? COVID-19? 2020. 19 or 20? 20. What happened? You remained outside, inside home or outside?
Inside.
Okay. Now what happened? During Corona time, what happened? All these workers who are working in the field, they could not go to the field. Then what the central government did? The central government made a plan that all people will be given food. All people will be given some money, and it will be transacted, it will be sent by to their bank account directly. Have you seen that? It is a kind of inclusion. It is a kind of inclusion that all will get. So all these are rights. If you belong to a rich family, you don't have any problem. But there are poor people during Corona time, COVID time. All were suffering, all were starving. So the government thought that everybody will get it. So therefore, all the governments across the globe, they are trying how all people will live happy. All people will have a dignified life. But thing is that, despite that, we are not getting all these facilities, benefits. All these rights are given. Sometimes rights are given not in actual terms, only in pen and paper, only in saying, but they are not actually getting. So how can they get it? So that is the function of the whole world. That is why if you read Amartya Sen's book, you know Amartya Sen? Who is he? Tell me. He is your person. He is from your place. Though he was born in Dhaka, in Bangladesh, but thing is that he is known as a Bengali. Tell me who is he? Amartya Sen? Sociology, all the students of sociology tell me, who is Amartya Sen? So this Ramnagar College. Tell me, who is Amartya Sen? A Nobel laureate. Okay. So now Amartya Sen has written a book on an uncertain glory, India and its contradictions. So now in that book, Amartya Sen has described how India is rising. India is glorified. Is going to the fifth, the largest economy, the fourth largest, armed forces, the Mars mission, everything we are talking about India, the BrahMos, everything. But at the same time, there is an uncertain glory. What is the uncertain glory? What is the grey areas? What are the grey areas? The grey areas are health, education, illiteracy, poverty, Sir was saying inequality, this dichotomy between rich and poor, haves and have-nots. So that is, getting widened. There may be reliance, then Anil Ambani or Mukesh Ambani. There may be Tata, Birla, Dalmias. But thing is that there are many people who are starving. So India is growing, but at the same time the gap between these two are getting widened. So human rights demands that all should get the basic minimum, all should have a dignified life. That is why it's a challenge. And at the same time, the minority rights we have to take care of. We have to take care of the, there are people in many places of the world that are suffering from diseases like AIDS and other things. And this COVID vaccines. India was the country, it was generous enough to supply to all the neighboring countries, this Covaxin, Covishield, like that. So all these are good gestures. And as I said, the third generation rights demands that all during the disaster time, the country should come with some support and help so that all the human beings, their life can be better and better. I think I should stop here because all the students, their rights are being violated, and I also understand that we must not also impose our ideas on you. At least you should know that the human rights are the rights given to all human beings. It may not be ensured, but it is recognized. There was a time when nobody was recognizing. But now, after this World War II, Great War II, everybody is recognizing that human beings should be, that is why UN was established, United Nations was established to save the succeeding generation from the scourge of war. To save the succeeding generation from the scourge of war. So that is why UN is there, and UN is trying to take the leadership, provide leadership, how the human beings can live a happy life in the world. So thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Chair, for listening me for some time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks to Professor. Thanks to him, in the sense that উনি খুব পরিষ্কারভাবে জিনিসগুলো ব্যাখ্যা করলেন হিউম্যান রাইটস এর সম্পর্কে এবং কি হওয়া উচিত, কি হয়নি, বা কি আমরা করতে পারি। সকলে উনি বিভিন্ন এক্সাম্পল আউটসাইড দি কান্ট্রি থেকে শুরু করে আমাদের এখানে করোনা পিরিয়ড থেকে শুরু করে এই যে জিনিসগুলো, তার মানে উনি একজন সোশিওলজিস্ট, সোশ্যাল দৃষ্টিভঙ্গি দিয়ে উনি ব্যাপারগুলো দেখার চেষ্টা করেছেন। কাজে একজন প্রফেসর হিসাবে সোশ্যাল দৃষ্টিভঙ্গিতে নিয়ে যখন দেখছে, কিন্তু আমাদের এর মধ্যে বোঝা উচিত আমাদের যারা স্টুডেন্ট রয়েছে এখানে সবার সামনে বসে রয়েছে, মাঝে মধ্যে একটু প্রশ্ন উনি করছেন, তোমরা ঠিকমতো উত্তরও দিতে পারছো না, সেটা উচিত নয়। সেটা আমি তোমাদের বদনাম দিচ্ছি না, বা আমি বলবো না বাইরে গেলে রামনগর কলেজে গেলাম ছেলেরা কিছু জানে না, নট এট অল, এটা একদম ভাববেন না। আমরাও যখন স্কুলে ছিলাম বা কলেজে, আমরা সবসময় আমি ছিলাম থার্ড বেঞ্চে বসতাম, এই আজকে প্রশ্ন করবে বলে এইসব ওটা ব্যাপার নয়। কিন্তু তোমরা যে জিনিসগুলো আমাদের মধ্যে আলোচনা হলো বা আগামী দিন আরো আলোচনা হবে, যেটা নেবার নেবেন, যেটা ফেলবার পরিষ্কার আছে। কাজে আমি বেশি কিছু বলবো না, উনি প্রফেসর স্যার সুন্দরভাবে বলে গেলেন অল্প সময়ের মধ্যে জিস্ট পয়েন্টটা এবং পার্টিনেন্ট পয়েন্টগুলো উনি ব্যবহার করলেন, যেটা আমাদের মনে হয় টিচার অ্যাজ ওয়েল অ্যাজ স্টুডেন্টস। আমিও অনেক কিছু শিখলাম, কারণ শেখার কোনো শেষ নেই। আমি রিটায়ার করে গেছি মানে বলে না আমি একদম পণ্ডিত হয়ে গেছি, নট দ্যাট। কাজে আমরা যে ঘুরে বেড়াই বিভিন্ন জায়গায়, গ্রাম গঞ্জের লোকের সঙ্গে মিশি, প্রত্যেকের থেকে আমরা জানি, তোমার থেকেও আমাদের জানার অনেক ইচ্ছা আছে, কিন্তু স্কোপ নেই। কাজে এগুলো এই নতুন ছোট ছোট সেমিনারের মধ্যে যে স্কোপগুলো আমরা পাই, সেই স্কোপের মধ্যে থেকে স্টুডেন্ট শুড বি ভোকাল, ফাইন, টিচার শুড লিসেনিং। কিন্তু এখন দেখা যাচ্ছে স্টুডেন্টরা আস্তে আস্তে সব কমে যাচ্ছে, বেশি কথা বলছে না, এই ব্যাপার এগুলো হওয়া উচিত। ঠিক আছে, আমি আর বেশি সময় নেব না। Once again, my thanks to Professor. His It's a nice presentation with highlighting very, very pertinent points. Thanks. Thanks to everybody for your patience. Thank you.
Now this technical